So Toby Lister, the cox of the Australian Olympic 8 for 2012 in London. Been involved with, obviously, started at school level in Sydney at Shaw, and then moved on to Sydney University Boat Club. Was there for a few years, and then was lucky enough to get a scholarship down in Canberra at the AIS with the elite sweep squad. So I've just been down there for the last few years. Well, I think mentally, it's a really big build-up. It takes a lot of, for the guys, a lot of physical and mental. But obviously for me, being sure that I'm obviously communicating and sort of managing the group outside of the boat's a big part of the role. And especially leading to the Olympics, naturally everyone gets the jitters and wants to try different things or do different things. And I suppose keeping everyone on the same page is a big role, but then obviously in the boat, managing the highs and lows of racing. And I think we had a bit of a turbulent year for, I'm not sure why this year, but some reasonable results and some a bit disappointing. And although the Olympic final was a really close race, I think we walked away a bit disappointed just by the pure result. Coming sixth in the Olympic final is not what you want to do, but it's been a great learning experience for me this last year, but particularly the last 4 years I've learned a lot. It's been great. Well, just I suppose from coxing for the last couple of years on at an elite level, but then thinking back to club and school sort of stuff, I think that the transition has been one of really trying to understand the simplicity of getting your point across, keeping it short and really direct answers to the guys, having a feel for the boat, which has been developing over the years, and giving some really accurate feedback on how the boat feels. Is it running well? Is it stopping? Is it starting? So trying to refine those skills from when I left school for the last, which was 8 years ago now, to bring that into the pinnacle of the sport at the Olympic Games. It's been it's an ongoing process, but one I feel that's been really quite a nice sort of transition the last few years. It's been good. I suppose the day-to-day routine is, for different parts of the year, it's quite different. For instance, now that the racing season's finished, a lot of my day-to-day stuff is helping to maintain the equipment, making sure the equipment's rigged and sort of prepared for the athletes when they arrive. So, sometimes it can be an early start, making sure you're there before the athletes and getting everything going. And then once the session's underway, being in the tinny or in the speedboat with the coach and really helping them just manage the group, but also improving my eye, my coaching and coxing eye of what needs to change or what good things the athletes are doing on the water if they're in a pair or a single. And then the afternoon will be usually just some management in the gym, whether it be weights or whether it be an ergo session. So the day-to-day in the off-season can be a management role more than an actual day-to-day coxing and getting involved role. But during the racing season, most days we're in the boat and, or I'm in the boat and doing what I love, helping and encouraging and providing the know-how of getting the boat from A to B as best as possible. I think because the pathways at times can be limited, just really stay positive. If you really have got the will to keep going with the coxing, I'm not going to be around forever, and I might be beaten for the 2016 spot. I think the good thing about coxing, like any position, is that you have to perform, and having that day-to-day drive is something that, in a coxing sense, is quite hard, and it really takes someone special to stay on the job, because our opportunities, particularly in the off-season, aren't always in the 8 or the 4. So just keep chipping away at it, and time will tell, and please just don't beat me.